And so Thompson will go to the line now. First try from Thompson is good, 15-9. The second try is no good, and the Pacers come up with the rebound on the hands of Black. Knight will bring it on up, hands the ball off to Johnson. Horn hands it off to Black now as he passes it back out to Johnson, and we're going to get a call here. And Lander's going to get nailed with a foul here. Zane Rankin getting tabbed with the foul. Non-shooting foul, though, so no shots for the Pacers. It looks like Rankin's a little shaken up on the play. So he's going to come on out. We'll have a substitution here. Sidney Robinson checking in for the Bearcats. Pacers able to inbound it. Travian Black getting double-teamed again, and he's going to turn it over on a pass. Picked off by Spivry. Back on in, layup shot is in and good for Dion Berrien. Lander back within 4. Johnson gives it back to Black. Black again looking to get through, passes it on off instead to Knight. Knight kicks it back on out. Pacers just trying to keep things going here. Back in the far corner is Canty. Canty tries to pass it off. He does to Black. Black charging in towards the basket, and he will draw the foul. And I believe that's on Marcus Thompson. And we'll get a couple of shots here for USC Aiken. Latravian Black to the line now for a couple of free tosses. And the first one is good, 16-11.
Substituting in is number 1, MJ Armstrong for Lander, and for the Pacers, Demontis Oliver has checked into the lineup.
Oliver back out there for USC Aiken. As Black going for his second try. And he sinks them both. Pacers back out ahead by 6, and we'll see Darius Bell step into the game for the first time today.
Jacoby Pearson has checked into the lineup.
Lander bringing it back on in. Patterson looking for an open man. He finds it in Berrien. Berrien moving in towards the paint. A little battle for the basketball here. Shot goes up and it goes down. Marcus Thompson gets it in for 2. Pacers bringing it back quickly the other way. DeMontez Oliver bounces it on in. Charging in towards the basket as USC Aiken kicked it back out. 3-point try is good. Quincy Canty coming up for 3 there. Long 3-point try here. Lander trying to answer right back, but the shot from Berrien is no good. Pacers pick it up on the rebound. Pearson kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson going to try for 3, and Johnson's going to sink one as well. Pacers up by double digits. It is 23-13 with 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Lander looking to get something going here. Robinson will try for a long 3. That's going to come up short. On the rebound is Tyler Johnson. He brings it back the other way quickly. Johnson's shot no good. Kicked it up on the rebound, though. Another battle for the basketball under the basket. Darius Bell shooting it, and he'll get called for a travel. So Lander will pick up the basketball on the turnover. Robinson trying to take it himself, kicks it out to the three-point line. Now charging on in is Moore. Moore puts it up. Ball rolls around. Rebound picked back up by Moore. And we're going to get a foul called on the floor here. I believe that's going to be on Darius Bell.
His first, the team's third.
Pacers almost intercepted, but it's corralled by Lander on the loose ball. Shot put up by Dion Berrien, and he gets through traffic for two. 23-15 the score now. Pacers coming back the other way. Oliver with a little no-look pass to Bell. Back on over to DeMontez Oliver, who gets a screen. Tries a long three, and it's no good. Tipped back on up. Rebound picked up by Landers. Augustave. Shot coming up here from the Bearcats, no good. Rebound picked up by the Pacers. Brought up slowly now by Pearson. And he'll hand it off to Knight. Knight directing traffic. Hands it off to Oliver, who sends it back on over for Pearson, gives it to Bell. Little fake out, shot goes up, and no good for Quincy Canty. Landers, Sidney Robinson picking up a rebound. MJ Armstrong gets checked, tries to move on in slowly. A little bit of a travel there, but no call as it's passed back on out to the arc, and a whistle here, going to be a foul on the Pacers. Not sure if it was on the floor or on the shot, but they're going to call Darius Bell nonetheless. That's going to bring us to another timeout. We will be right back in just a bit. From the break, it's 23-15. Pacers leading the Bearcats. 7:03 to go in the first half. Very new squad for the Pacers. Only a few returning faces from last year. It's good to see that there seems to be some chemistry working between these guys. Lander with the ball out of the timeout, able to inbound it. And now they'll charge in towards the basket. Good layup shot is in for Sebastian Augustave. A lot of pressure there, and he was able to fight through it all to get 2 points. Pacers back the other way. Pearson looking for three, and Pearson comes up for three to answer right back. 9-point lead for the Pacers, 6.5 to go. Passed on into the paint, back on out to the arc. Augustave looking for an opening, passes it on off, and a delayed shot is good for Moorer. Lander back on the offensive. Pacers now moving it around. Black with the ball, moving in towards the basket, puts his shot up, and he bounces it off the glass and in for two. Pacers looking to get a couple people to check in. Tyler Johnson and Onyuri Castillo are waiting right on the sidelines. Good pass on out. Can't get a shot past Devontae Oliver, though. Going for three and making it is Sebastian Augustave. I'm sure Bearcats will take 3 over 2 any day. And they're back to within 6. Tipped away and stolen. Coming back the other way quickly is Moorer, and he puts it in for 2. And we got a timeout coming up. 5:31 to go in the first. And we'll get right back to it. And we apologize for the technical difficulties. Our tech team is working on it. If you're experiencing some lag in the video stream or some skipping around. But it is 5:31 to go. Lander has shot right back into this one as it's only a 2-possession game. 28-24. Pacers still on top, however. USC Aiken with the ball as Pearson brings it up. Gets it to Black. Black looking for an open man, puts it up, and Castillo unable to complete the layup. And Lander back on in, draws the foul. That's going to be a foul on Lander instead. They'll call him for a charge, it looks like. Armstrong getting tabbed for that one. Pacers coming away with the ball. Slowly bringing it on up. Pass on up for Johnson. Johnson gives it away right back. Black going for a shot, and he reaches over the defender and DeJuan Moorer and puts it down for 2. Still a 2-possession game, but it's a bit of a more difficult 2-possession game as it's 30-24. Pacers up by 6. Moorer able to give it on off. And a call here. Looks like a foul on the floor. Going to be called on the Pacers, number 3, Jacoby Pearson.
Pearson is first, the team's 5th.
Only 11 total fouls in the game, though. Pretty good discipline on both sides. Shot coming up here. 2 points are good for Moorer. Lander back within 4. Quick handoff to Black, who passes it on out to Johnson, who gives it right back. Now it's Pearson who's looking for an open lane. He drives in towards the basket, pulls back, has his pocket picked. Lander coming up with the ball, and they're bringing it back the other way. Back on out for Augustave, and he is going to get called for a travel. Got a little too excited and had a little extra hop to his step. And that will draw a substitution from the Lander bench. So Jermaine Patterson will check back into the game for Lander. Just over 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Pacers still holding on to a lead. Castillo loses control of it, and Lander coming back the other way. Lander getting things set up. Pacers trying to get the defense going here. Call the foul, and they're going to call that one on the Pacers. Patterson getting the basket there, so he'll get a +1. Opportunity to bring this to a 1-point game, and we're going to get a timeout here on the court. 30-28 pending the free throw. And we'll be back in just a moment. And we'll get right back to it. Patterson will go to the line to try to get the bonus point. And the shot is good. It's 1 point. It's a 1 point game, 30-29. Pacers lead, which was rather large at one point. It was a 10-point lead early on in the game. Has now dwindled. Pacers need to find a way to turn things around to get things back in their favor. Black gives it on off to Castillo. Castillo tries to pass it on off, and that's going to end up out of bounds, but it went off a Bearcat leg. A ball will stay with USC Aiken. Quick shot right off the inbound pass is good for Latravian Black. And Pacers get a little extra breathing room. Lander bringing it up slowly on the hands of Patterson. Patterson finds himself checked by Pearson. He'll pass it on off. Berrien looking to get around Castillo. He puts his shot up, and he's able to put it in off the glass for two. Again, we're going to back and forth between both squads. Pacers with the ball now. Horn spins around a little bit, almost has his pocket pick. Now he does. Lander steals it away, bringing it back the other way. Patterson puts it up, and he puts it in for two. Lander now out in front, 33-32. That seems to be the tail of the tape, the turnovers. Now it's Lander's turn to capitalize on those. Pacers were doing that early on in the first half. Castillo putting up a three-point shot. That bounces off the rim and into the hands of the waiting Moorer. Brought back the other way. Shot goes up and shot goes in. Patterson putting it in. Lander up by three now. Trying to charge in towards the paint. Shot goes up, and this time it's Terry Horn who's able to put it in, getting around the defenders on a bit of a no-look pass situation. Lander back on in. Castillo gets checked out. Shot is short, and the rebound picked up by Horn. Horn will bring it up. Being watched carefully by Armstrong, and that's going to draw a whistle from the officials. Armstrong getting called on the foul. Pacers will keep the ball. Pacers now in the bonus.
Going to the line for one in the bonus is number 2, Terry Horn.
Terry Horn will go to the line for 1 and 1. Chance to tie and take the lead here for USC Aiken. First shot is up, and it's good. We're tied up at 35. Back on up for the second try, and it's good. USC Aiken back out in front by 1. Pacers trying to press a little bit here, but they're backing off now as Lander brings it up. Patterson has a few open men. He's trying to decide where he wants to go with it as he directs his team around. Back on out to Augustave. Tipped. Almost turned over, but Lander corrals it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Long shot for Augustave. Goes off the rim and out of bounds, and it will be Lander basketball as it looks like it went off the hands of Pearson and out of bounds. So they'll get a bit of a fresh shot clock now with 1:15 to go in the half. And Berrien coming back onto the court as Trayshawn Staggs steps off. Came out for a few seconds. Bounced into the paint. Lander will set something up now. Patterson brings it on back near half court. Tries to charge into the paint, and he passes it right into the hands of Black, who brings it back the other way. Layup shot is good for Jacoby Pearson. Pacers back up by 3 now. Under a minute to go in the first half. Pacers trying to take a lead into the half, which would be huge for them to start things off this season. Kick back out to the corner. Here's Augustave with a shot. Short on the three-point try. Castillo coming up with the rebound. 40 seconds to go in the half. Pacers will bring it up slowly. Try to drain a little bit of time, then go for a shot. Give Lander very little time to answer back. Johnson with the ball now on the pass from Castillo. Tries to arc it on over the hands, and we'll see what the call is from the officials. The ball ends up out of bounds. And it looks like they're going to say it's a USC Aiken ball. And inbounded quickly to Johnson. With the ball now, Horn. Horn just gives it to Black. Black trying to get through the defenders, puts a shot up. That's blocked and picked on up by number 12, Spivery. Long three-point try from the corner, no good. Rebound tipped around, battle for it. And they're going to call this one a USC Aiken ball with 5.8 seconds to go in the half. And it's going to be a foul on Dewan Moore, so instead of just a possession, Pacers will go to the line with a chance to take a little bit more of a lead.
Is the Pacers number 24, Tyler Johnson.
Johnson at the line now for one in the bonus. 38-35 the score. Ryan Misseldine looking like he wants to check into the lineup now from Mark Vanderslice's squad. First shot is up. And it's no good. Rebound picked up by Berrien of the Bearcats. Stolen away and put on down by Tyler Johnson. And that will end the half. 40-35 is your score as USC Aiken leads the Lander Bearcats by 5 points after one. Well, while we have a bit of a chance, we'll go ahead and look at some of the first half numbers of note. Obviously, the score, the most important number of note, is it's a 5-point lead for the Pacers, 40-35. 6 fouls for the Pacers, 8 fouls for the Bearcats. Pacers shooting 15-34 from the field for a 44.1 field goal percentage. Lander a little bit more accurate from the field, 16-29 for a 55.2 percentage, but the three-point line has been good to the Pacers. They are 5 of 11 for a 45.5% from that line, and Lander only 1 of 8 past the arc. The free throw line has been good to the Pacers as well, 5 of 7. Lander has gone 2 of 3, however. Pacers outboarding the Bearcats at 19-15 with 7 offensive rebounds to the Bearcats 2 and 12 offensive rebounds to the Bearcats 13. Been a couple of lead changes in the game, not too many though, only 3 overall. But the Pacers have held the lead for the longest at 12:37 of the contest. Turnovers have been in favor of the Pacers as well. Pacers leading with 7 turnovers to the Bearcats 10. And on the steals in the steals category, Lander with 5 steals to the Pacers 4. But overall, it's been a pretty even matchup between these two squads, and the score a good indicator of that. Only a 5-point difference after one period of play. We'll be back in just a little bit with the second half coming underway. It is USC Aiken 40, Lander 35.